with Arthur. He's the one to do it, and when he challenges, we gain 2 lore. It's as easy as that.
NANI?
What's up? I'm Ben from Readysetink, and today we're playing a reckless version of Mono Ruby. Why would we play a mono color? Some people say that's just limiting yourself for no reason. We're playing mono because it's kind of fun. It's kind of neat to do, and this is the reckless version. What do I mean by that? Lots of these characters have reckless, and it's important because we have this really cool action card that y'all are sleeping on from Shimmering Skies that says, "Who's with me?" It's Gaston, and he says your characters get +2 strength this turn. Not bad, pretty good. It costs 3, so it's kind of a late game play, but it's this second clause that we like to see. It says whenever one of your characters with reckless challenges another character this turn, gain 2 lore, and that's going to pair so well. Early game, late game, whenever we want, we get more lore. We get, boom, 2 lore just for challenging with reckless, and they have to challenge, so that's the deal. So who do we have that's reckless? We have Arthur, the 2/3 1-drop. Super good. Survives a lot of stuff on the 1. So good. We like it. Felicia, the 3/1, also a 1-drop. More reckless characters that pair with the Who's With Me. So even if they come into play, boom, they're going to be able to get the lore if we get this action card, which hopefully we get this action card. And then lots of other reckless characters. We have Gaston and Maui. And then we're not running any songs. We're just running actions. We're not running items, just actions. So that's where this new Tigger comes into play from this newest set, Azurite C Evasive, which is a good deal. But he's a 0/4 character. But it has this ability, Swash Your Buckles. Whenever you play an action, this character gets +1 strength and +1 more this turn. So if we're playing a whole bunch of actions, if we like save up our actions, if we're wise and not just inking and playing a card every turn, if we wait and hold out, wait till we get an action, we can quest for a bunch of lore. And then the core of this deck was Donald Duck. We wanted to play a Donald Duck deck because I saw that there was a bunch of red cards of Donald Duck. So we threw all the Donald Ducks in Ruby that we could in this deck. This one has this character gets +1 lore for each 1 damage on them. So we could damage them, get some lore. We like how it is. And then our action cards, we have Fan the Flames, ready chosen character. They can't quest for the rest of the turn, but they sure can challenge. So if we pair this with the Who's With Me, we can get like 4 lore if they challenge twice. That's pretty good. We got the Thievery action. Chosen opponent loses a lore. We gain a lore. Free lore right there. Better than go. Only costs 1. We got the Tingle, which is each opponent loses a lore, which is way outclassed by Thievery. Wow, that's crazy. Wow, this card got so bad versus this card. Each opponent loses a lore. Wow, look at how bad that card is now, but we're playing it. And then we have Brawl. The easy get rid of characters, the easy get rid of Diablo, the easy get rid of whoever you want with 2 strength. This is what we're playing today. We're excited to play it. We're going to play it on inktable.net by going to menu, export, Inktable, and play on Inktable.
Things that we learned in this video: play monocolor decks against AI and not real people. It's not going to work against the real people. Number 2, Arthur the Reckless Bird may sound like a good idea. And number 3, the deck list in the description is updated with Maui's Fishhook and Maui Hawk and also Maui Half Shark. That makes this deck way better. I wish I would have played those cards in this video.
To spice things up, we're going against a mono emerald deck. That's right, they're playing 1 color and we're playing 1 color. We like to have our 1-drop Arthur. We do. We like our Tigger, and then we might ink that. That's reckless, so we like it. This is a terrible card compared to the new card. And we have the Who's With Me. So we're good with this. This is what we got going on. We got Goofy to get free lore. We have Maui that can pair with this. It's overall a great deal. We can ink a card. Gonna play the Donald Duck. And then we're gonna play an Arthur. Even though we can't challenge this evasive character, we might have to put the longboat item in here to give ourselves evasive. No, we have Maui's Fishhook, right? Was that not in this deck? I'm pretty sure I'd put Maui's Fishhook in this deck. Wow, look at that. There's no Maui's Fishhook. We're definitely going to have to fix that. It's our turn. Our opponent's up at 1 lore. We need to get lore of our own. So we are going to ink a Gaston and play a Gaston? Or should we save Gaston for ink so we could get out our 3-drop? I think we're just going to play another bird because we can't ink them. We don't have that option, and then we'll pass the turn. They're reckless. They have to attack. They play a Strike a Good Match. They draw 2 cards and discard 1. And then they quest for 1. They're up at 2. There's no way that we can get rid of this Pegasus except for with Brawl. Do we get Brawl? We get Thievery. We are going to ink our... If we ink Tigger, He's evasive and he can take that out. We shouldn't do that. It looks like we're inking Super Goof to play Tigger, because Tigger will be able to take out that. And that's a problem right now, because that's gaining all their lore. They play an Ed. Ed says, when you play this character, you may deal 2 damage to chosen character, and then they have another Pegasus on board. We have Donald Duck. We have an action card. If we play this action card, it's going to get plus strength. So that's what we're going to do. 3-2, 2-1, Reckless. I think we need more Recklesses on board to be able to trigger this effectively. So we are going to ink the Donald Duck and then play our Gaston. And then we are going to play Thievery. It's going to make them lose a lore and we gain a lore. And now our Tigger gets +1 strength, which is all we need. And +1 lore, but we're going to waste the strength taking out the Pegasus. So we will challenge with our Tigger against the Pegasus. Boom, you're out of there, champ. And then we pass the turn. There it is. That's what we got going on for us. They quest their Ed and they quest their Pegasus. Does that have 3? Boom, that's perfect. So we get Felicia, but this turn, we are playing Felicia first, and then we will play Who's With Me? Your character gets +2 strength. Oh, bummer. That's a bummer. We don't want that to happen. Our characters get +2 strength because now this one-shots Edward, and that's just too bad. And then Tigger is now at a 3, and he can't attack Pegasus successfully, so we will go ahead and challenge the Pegasus before they can shift and give everybody evasive. Pegasus is out of there, and then we will challenge with, let's see, with Arthur. He's the one to do it, and when he challenges, we gain 2 lore. It's as easy as that. Maybe it was a waste of an action card, but that's what's for dinner tonight. And then we pass the turn. So far, we have 4 Reckless characters that can't gain lore. They can't quest unless we do the thing. They have Scar. Scar says whenever one of your characters challenges a damage character, you may draw a card. That's a crazy deal. They got a Zazu. They got a Scar. And they got the Ed. Damaged characters can't challenge this character. Does that mean that we put out our Maui? Or does that mean that we just throw a bird into it? That means that we just throw a bird into it. We're going to challenge there. Gotcha. And then it looks like we're going to play Thievery this turn. We are going to play Thievery. They lose 1, we gain 1. To 3-4 now. And then we can just quest our Tigger. Tigger quest for 2 that we played in action this turn. These 2 can only challenge, so we're not going to do that. And then we pass the turn. We're not inking this because we're not scared. Damaged characters can't challenge this character. Their Zazu takes out one of our Arthurs. RIP in peace, Arthur. They put their Scar in exerted position. We can challenge it with Gaston or with Felicia. Probably just with Felicia. Felicia is going to take out the Scar, and then we save Gaston to take this out because this has 4 willpower. We can ink a card and play Maui, but do we want to? We're going to quest with Tigger, and I don't think we're going to play Maui this turn. We're going to wait until we get a more favorable card to ink. They have Hey Hey, and because they have more than ink than us, their ability does not pop off. They're at 7 ink. They have Hidden Cove. Is that card only when it challenges a character? Reckless challenges another character. Yeah, it's only another character, which is a bummer. Looks like we're going to have to ink Maui because Brawl is a little bit better to take out that. But we will go ahead and play our Maui to challenge the Cove. Get rid of the Cove. Goodbye, Cove. And then we can challenge our Gaston into their Edward. There it goes. And then we get to quest our Tigger for 1. Big one. That's right. 8 lore. We're getting there 1 at a time with Tigger. Tigger's the only way. Lyle comes down to give us Reckless to one of our characters. And when one of our other characters is banished, we lose a lore. But luckily, we have the Brawl to take out Lyle. So we went to play Brawl, and it takes out Lyle. See you later, Lyle, Crocodile. We can play the Thievery. They lose 1. We gain 1. 8-9. How many Thieveries is that? That's 1, 2, 3 Thieveries gone. And then we can challenge our Maui into the Hey Hey. We take 2 damage, but that's okay. And then our Tigger is Reckless, so he can't even get the lore from Thievery this turn. And then we pass. Things are fine. Everything's fine. What's Hey Hey doing there? That's a bad deal. Barnacles. 2-2. 2. Tangle. You already know that we're going to play Tangle. They lose a lore down to 8. And then we will challenge with our Maui into there. We played an action so Tigger can quest for 2sies. Boom, quest for 2sies. That's 11 lore. And then we pass the turn. They play a Scar. Scar is a good deal. Whenever one of your character challenges a damage character, you may draw a card. If this Hey Hey challenges into our Maui, they get to draw a card. So weird options. 2-3, that only has 2. Boom. We're okay to challenge into hey, because, well, we have to at this point. We will play our Donald Duck, the boisterous fowl, and then we will challenge the hey. Maui will be banished, R.I.P. Maui, in the chat. And then we get to quest our Tigger. There he goes on a quest for 12. This is our only lore engine that we got going on. And then Donald will be able to take out the Scar next turn. This is Edward. Damaged characters can't challenge him, which might be a problem, but we have the Shift Donald Duck. When you play this character, if you shift to play him, each opponent loses 2 lore. I can make them lose 2 lore, or I could have a thing to attack this next turn, which would be best. Sadly, we're not going to shift to make them lose lore because we need to be able to challenge this next turn. And then we will challenge the Scar with our Donald Duck, the boisterous fowl. They will trade these, and then we get to quest with, you guessed it, Tigger, one of a kind, 13 lore, and then we pass the turn. We have +6 willpower. Scar, what's going on, bud? You just keep coming back. That's 1, 2, 3 scars. That's a lot of scars. We have Brawl. Brawl is able to take this out for freezies. And now we'll feel so silly that we didn't shift our dock. And he only quests for 1. We are going to play our action card to get rid of, you guessed it, Edward. Not our Tigger. Ed, and then we quest the Tigger. He quests for 2 now because we played an action this turn. And then we can quest our Donald Duck, the Pie Slinger. And then we pass the turn. We're up at 16. Things are looking good. They have Ursula's Garden when you have an exerted character here. Opposing character gets -1 lore. If they move there, we're going to have a bad time, but they don't move there. We get a Super Goof, and Super Goof can win the game for us right here. That's right. We will get to quest our Tigger for 1 big lore. That's 17. We get to quest our Donald Duck, the Pie Slinger, up to 18. And then we get to play Goofy, who gets to challenge into Scar. And that gets us +2 lore when Goofy challenges. And that's how to win with a mono Ruby deck. All you have to do is play against a mono Emerald deck and only draw that 1 card that gives you more lore when Reckless characters challenge once. So this is, since we're not able to get this back, I guess Maui Shark can get this back. That'd be a good idea. There's definitely stuff to improve. I think we're going to change this deck to have the Maui Shark, which can get this back, which is a good deal. And then we need to put in the Maui's Fish Hook to give ourselves evasive. There's definitely stuff to change, definitely stuff to take out. Definitely the Tangles need to go out of there because the Tangle has been severely outclassed by the Thievery. That's crazy. Thanks for watching. We put out new videos every day. Bye.